Hey everybody, JayBo here with Bad Tree Productions, and welcome to this episode. Anyway, today I ripped the Edelbrock carburetor off of the Nacho because it had an issue. So, and that issue was the squirters weren't squirting. So whenever I'd start this thing, I couldn't actually start it by pumping the gas because there was no gas being squirted down the primary bores of this carb. So anyway, so I did the right thing and just took the top of it apart and squirted it down with about $2 worth of carb cleaner. Used a tip cleaner, cleaned out the squirters, took them apart, and then blew compressed air through it. So anyway, got that working really nice. One thing that I've noticed with this carb was the accelerator pump bore has kind of some scoring in it. I don't know if that's natural or not, or if it almost looks like it's a defect from the factory, but I think this is going to work. We're going to find out in a minute here. So so a few other things I found that were kind of wrong with this, and that is the goons at headquarters, they just went ahead and they stabbed on this this Chrysler linkage part. This is pretty typical on all thermal quads, but this linkage here is actually this Edelbrock carb is basically set up for a Chevy linkage. You actually need to grab I think it's Edelbrock part number 1408, and that's a carburetor adapter that'll bolt here and here, I believe, and then it spaces this. You can actually screw this onto it, I think, or just use the nut and bolt that they supply in a kit. So anyway, it's very important that you maintain 1.25 inches from the center pivot point to linkage adapter part. So it needs to be 1.25 inches from here to here. And this hole does actually measure 1.25 inches to the center point on this pivot thing. From here to here is 2 inches. So, and why is that important? Because you know, if your rig has a an automatic with say like a torque flight, that's important to get the correct ratio so that your kickdown actually works out good. Not having that correct will cause all kinds of issues with your kickdown. The ratio just won't be right. You'll never actually be able to set it right. So anyway, I called over to O'Reilly's. I got one coming. He'll be here in like 4 or 5 days. Okay, so something else I was doing was I was kind of working the action on this, and I noticed that I could kind of get the throttle blades to open up, you know, not all the way like you would think, and that was because this part here is actually bent. So I'm going to go ahead and unscrew that, take this bend out of here, because this portion is actually hitting this portion. So this is hitting this, and it's not allowing the throttle to open up fully. So if I move that out of the way, you can see how the throttle, it's hard to do with one hand, but this throttle will open up 100% then with that out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and correct that issue. And ouch, ooh, damn it. What else do we have with this? So yeah, and then I want to go ahead and rig this this electric choke up so that it actually functions correctly. So anyway, I'll get to work on that and I'll be back with you. Alright, so I got to messing around with this Edelbrock carburetor. This is a 1406. I don't know if it's like a 600 CFM, but it's a little on the small side, but it actually kind of worked out pretty good for us, you know, getting the Barracuda up on the road. But anyway, I found a few things wrong with it, and I think this choke linkage or whatever was on the wrong side of this. This piece here was bent. This piece here was bent. So anyway, I straightened them out. So in the squirters for the accelerator pump, they were just clogged with like some type of fiber or something. But anyway, took that apart and got them working. So anyway, I'm gonna screw this thing on the Barracuda and see what the hell happens. La da da da. La da da da. Ouch. The accelerator pump wasn't working, so I took that apart. There was actually some fibers in the squirters, like some cotton fibers, or I don't know. So I got that cleaned up. And the more I got,
where did that come from?
Maybe somebody cleaned it with a rag or something, or whatever when they had it apart or whatever. But so I got that cleaned up, and then as I got to looking at it, I noticed that this linkage was screwed up. This is supposed to be on, this little tang is supposed to be on this side, and it was on this side. And then some other parts of the linkage were bent, so I don't know why. But and then this is set up for a Chevy linkage. This is. So there's actually an adapter bracket that you screw on this to make it correct for Chrysler. So as you can see, I'm having a little issue with getting this hooked up. And this, for some reason, this don't slide onto this. I thought I got it out of here, but I didn't. Must not have. Anyway. So anyway, that's that. Oh, we could probably touch it off.
What?
So we could probably touch it off. I could probably start it.
Oh.
Right, so.
So what are you doing with this shit?
Hitting stuff. Big hammer.
Use a bigger hammer.
Right. Well, my dad swung by, so we're going for a little ride. Say hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. Oh.
Anyway.
I'd follow instructions to the letter.
Right. Yeah.
Brenda's back home, I see the car.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. You want to get somebody to squeal, you got to give her a ride.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hey, guys.
See ya. Jeez. Thing gets after it. And you can't get after it yet until the suspension gets worked out. Otherwise, that rear end just wants to end up in the back seat with you. Down in the comments, let us know. Good, bad, ugly. Take it easy. Bye.